Hey guys, I'm the 50s Kid. Today I want to talk about a question I get asked all the time, and that is, should I change my transmission fluid if I've never changed it ever in the life of the car? You know, at this point, E46s, E39s, you've probably got at least 150,000 miles, some of you 200,000 miles, and that is quite a lot to go without changing your transmission fluid. Now, I can only give you my opinion and my experience. The quick answer is there is no quick answer. I would tend to say yes. That would be my default answer, but it's a yes, but. Yes, but when you're draining your fluid, just drain a little bit of it at first and, drain it into the pan, just to kind of hold the drain bolt up there. Don't let it fall down, and just kind of drain a little bit out and then screw it back in. And then take a look at that little bit of fluid you've drained out. Do you see particles of friction material in it? If you do, then that is a sign that maybe one or more of your friction discs inside of your clutch packs has completely worn away, and now you've just got metal to metal contact between those rings, and only the friction material inside of the fluid is actually causing those friction rings to actually hold against one another when the clutch is applied. And if that's the case, you don't want to change your fluid, you just want to kind of drive it into the ground with the fluid it has. But those cases are pretty rare, if I'm being honest. Just to give you my experience, I rebuilt my automatic transmission at 175,000 miles because the front bushing on the oil pump spun out. And during the rebuild, most of the clutch packs were actually really nice. They still had a lot of material left. Only one clutch pack was actually kind of worn. That was the F clutch. And it's still, all those friction rings still had material on them. They were just more worn than everything else. Everything else was kind of the same. The F clutch rings were just a little bit worn. And so I decided to replace all of the friction rings just because the price of getting just the rings for the F pack from one seller was going to be just as much as getting a whole brand new pack of rings for the entire transmission. It was, I think, around $100 or something. I got that on eBay. But anyway, based on that experience, based on what I saw on a 175-mile transmission, I really don't think this is much of an issue. It's more of an old wives' tale than it is a real worry. I so far haven't really heard reports from anyone who said that they've replaced their transmission fluid and now they're having issues. Maybe I'll take that back. Maybe I've gotten one or two reports like that. So it is a possibility. It is a concern that the issues could be more than, and I believe that issue wasn't about slipping rings. It was more about they were getting codes for like output speed sensors or something like that. And I'm sorry, I don't really remember the details, but by and large, if you go ahead, you just check your fluid as you're draining it, and if you don't see, particles inside the fluid, you're safe. You can go ahead and change the fluid, and you're well overdue. You absolutely should be changing the transmission fluid about, I would say, every 50 to 60,000 miles, something like that. Maybe 75,000 would be good. Something like that. You don't want to go 150,000 miles on your transmission fluid. 50,000 would be excellent. It's probably the equivalent of changing your engine oil every 5,000 miles rather than 7,500 miles. Anyway, I hope that this answers your question. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Toss me a subscribe. I'm the 50s Kid. Thanks a lot for watching.